Okay, so I know this guy in my real personal life who is doing NaNoWriMo this year, and he did it last year as well, and he completed it last year, and he's doing it again this year. So he is actually going to be putting up some vlogs throughout November, so you can see his writing process and things like that. So I will leave a link to his YouTube channel in the description down below if you guys would be interested in watching something like that. So, as I said, he did it last year. He completed his 50,000 words of his first novel. If you guys don't know what NaNoWriMo is, it stands for National Novel Writing Month, and it runs every single year throughout the month of November. And the aim is to get 50,000 words of a novel written in the month of November, from the 1st to the 30th of November. And basically, as an aspiring writer, I have had several people say to me over the years, why don't you do something like NaNoWriMo to basically give you the push to write the novel that you've always wanted to write? Because writing a novel is one of my lifetime ambitions. It is something that I do want to do before I die. I want to at least have written one novel. And I think the reason I haven't done NaNoWriMo, and the reason why I'm thinking I may never do NaNoWriMo, is just basically the fact that it seems to me to be pretty tight and really kind of almost stifling, I want to say. Like, I know you can do like as much planning as you want to do before the 1st of November as you want, and you know, you could basically be planning it for the whole year and just do 50,000 words writing in November. But I don't like having any kind of limit to the amount of words I can write in a day, because 50,000 words over 30 days averages out about 16 to 1700 words a day, and that is a huge amount of words to write in a day when you also have a full-time job and you also have other creative projects such as a YouTube channel and a book blog and things like that. And also obviously you have to make time for social arrangements. I know that Richard isn't actually planning on going out at all throughout the month of November, but I personally just could not do that, and I know that may kind of suggest maybe a sort of lack of commitment on my behalf, but I cannot see myself having any kind of enjoyment out of that at all. Even if I was really, really into what I was writing, even if I was totally committed to a novel idea, I wouldn't want to put any kind of time restrictions or limits onto myself like NaNoWriMo does. You're supposed to write 50,000 words in 30 days, and that to me is just, it's not something that I don't think I could ever do while working full time and while producing videos for you guys, writing reviews of books, actually reading and actually going out and enjoying myself. Because obviously if you're going to write a novel, it has to be something that you are really into. You have to be enjoying the writing process, otherwise it's just not going to happen. And I know that writing has always been something that I enjoyed, but I kind of feel like writing is something that I do enjoy, but it's something that I do have to sort of push myself to do sometimes. And I think that might just be because of the sort of emotional state that I'm at the moment. Like, I'm at a sort of mental state where I just need time to do nothing, if you know what I mean. And I don't really feel bad about saying that, because I know that that's what I need to be able to do in order to create some kind of internal happiness within myself. I need periods of time pretty much every single day where I do just sit and do pretty much nothing, where I don't have to use any of my creative energy. I don't have to use my brain very much. Because my brain gets very, very tired, and I know that's probably something that a lot of you guys share. But I think when you have like conditions like anxiety, like depression and things like that, where your brain is like, it's always ticking over anyway, you do just need some time to just sort of switch off and relax. And I think if I was doing something like NaNoWriMo for an entire month while working full time and while keeping this YouTube channel up and obviously reading for the YouTube channel and things like that, there's just not enough hours in the day. And I also need quite a lot of sleep. I'm the sort of person that needs my rest and my relaxation time, and I just don't think that something like NaNoWriMo is something that really allows anything like that into it, which I really wish it would. But I think if I was ever going to write a novel, I would need to do it in my own time. I would need to set myself a daily word limit, and I would just need to take my time for it, even getting the first draft, because I know NaNoWriMo, 50,000 words, it's only really supposed to be a very rough first draft. But I don't think I could even manage that, if I'm honest, because 16 to 1700 words a day just sounds so much. I cannot even tell you. I know that there will be people watching this thinking, well, I've done NaNoWriMo and it's really not that bad and it's really not that difficult if you're committed to an idea and you're enjoying it. But it just sounds like an impossible task to me. And I think if I was going to write a novel, as I've said, I would have to do it in my own time. I would maybe, if I had the money and the time, I would go to like a writer's retreat for like months on end and maybe like crack out a first draft somehow. But yeah, if I was going to write a novel, it would take me a very, very long time, and there's no way I would even make a dent in 50,000 words in 30 days. So yeah, that is pretty much why I'm not doing NaNoWriMo certainly this year, and possibly unless my sort of creative stance on things changes within the next couple of years, I don't know if it's the sort of scheme that really fits the way that I choose to do my creativity, if you know what I mean. So yeah, have you guys ever done NaNoWriMo? Have you guys ever written a novel? I am just full of passionate admiration of anyone who has ever written a novel or anything of any length. I really, really admire you and I really love you for that. So let me know if you guys ever have written a novel, because I would actually be really interested in getting some advice from you on how you did it, how long it took you, and just any kind of little tips like that, because I do want to write, but I'm just not really in the right mental or emotional state at the moment to be able to do so. So yeah, so that's something a little bit different for you guys to maybe think about. Are you planning on doing NaNoWriMo this year? I would love to know if you are. I will leave all my social media in the description down below so we can chat. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye bye.